Hi, today I want to talk about being an effective coach on a timeline. So when I was starting out, and I hear this all the time, you have that one employee that you really want to help succeed. They have all the will, but they don't have the skill, and you're really looking to benchmark them up. You want to prove yourself as a leader that you can save people. In the meantime, you're damaging your actual reputation, you're hurting the rest of your team, and you're really not being effective. Here's why. So let's say you have an employee and they're showing up every day, and maybe you've had that employee for years and they've never quite got there. They've always been a C employee. Even though your B and A employees are rocking it out, you're always focused on the C employee. The problem with doing that is if they're not going to progress to a B employee in the same time that it would take to onboard somebody, you're not being effective. You're taking it as an ego boost. You're looking at it as a way to prove your leadership capability, and really it's not the best thing for them either. If you're going to take more than, I'd say, 3 to 6 months to rehab an associate, you need to evaluate how long it would take to onboard a new associate. This isn't being cold, this is just math. If you're looking at that individual and you said they got all the will in the world, but they're not able to move that distance that's necessary on the timeline, you need to have a different conversation. You get to know them. This isn't a personal thing, but maybe it's time to find them a better home that more aligns with their strengths. What ends up also happening is you're killing the team morale. You're spending a lot of time on that other individual, but you're forgetting about your top players. I used to say that your top players are always going to be the most needy, but sometimes they could also be the most quiet, and I will tell you they are the most sought after by your competitors. So it's best to have a balance. If you have some A, Bs, and C players, you're going to give the C players the same amount of individual coaching that you would with maybe an onboarded associate, and then make sure that they understand the expectations on what you're doing, and you stick to those expectations. You have different KPIs that they need to meet, different activities that they need to meet, and it's been that long, there really can't be a lot of wiggle room in saying this amount of activity needs to be achieved, and they're constantly coming in under. That shows that you want it more than they do. So I know that this has been a really hot topic in conversations that I've had with other leaders, especially new leaders, and hopefully this is beneficial for you. I'd love to get your ideas and your thoughts about this, and tell me, did you ever have an associate that you held on a little too long with? I know that I have, but we all learn from it in the end. Thanks so much for your time. Hope this was helpful.